unfortunately don't have the sound test of the board that I gave back for my commission. So yeah, this is what we're going to be doing for today. Overhead camera. It's my main camera, so hopefully... Okay, there's still a little bit of shaking, but like, that's whatever. Alright. I can do a little bit of a sound test as a demonstration for what we're aiming for. Also, I have to show off a couple of boards. I've got a lot. So this is the one that we're building out today. Trust me, this was cleaned, but I should have covered it overnight to stop it from accruing other dust. But that's fine, because this is a board for me, so... Me or Jade if she steals it back, I don't know. It's up to her, really. I'm not expecting her to like this board. But yeah, so pretty much brief overview of what we've got today. We have my mode 65, which... Lovely beastie. Still waiting for this to just be complete, which unfortunately won't be for a while. We've got this. I've got Jade's board to show off, which used to be in this enclosure. I think people have seen it before. Had the Animal Crossing keycaps filled with gap browns, the nicest sounding gap browns you've ever heard, besides Teja's board. Now, it will. Let me just double check that it's all... Yeah, it's still working. It'd be nice if it focused in the right place. Or not. It is just refusing to focus. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's auto. Okay, maybe it was set to manual focus. I don't know. I was mucking around with my camera settings yesterday. It's on Steam now, I'm pretty sure, Kenny. Also, I sound like bad because I sound bad now because I'm speaking to the back of the microphone because we're in ASMR mode. Yeah, so that's how this sounds currently. My enter key sounds. Drop. Pain. When the moon is blue, so is the overlay. How's it going, Vivitcha? Yeah, I will turn music back on for a bit as we actually come back to the land of the living. Yeah, so this is Jade's board, kitted out with keys that she will not be using because she does not like them. And to be fair, I bought them for me. They used to be on this board, but I was having interference issues where the enter key would like make a crunching sound the first time it was pressed, which was awful. And also silent switches with an SA profile keycap, where SA profile is supposed to give you that nice like clacky sound, and I feel like clacky plus a silent switch really is just antithetical. So this is the new old CU80, which I might bring into work. Depends, it is a little bit on the larger side, so I don't really want to. It might just be something that I use to like do things silently, like if I'm playing Persona and Jade is trying to sleep. Playing on clacky switches might not be the play, so I might opt to go for silent switches. Especially, you know, if I'm doing that, that's a quiet, you know, I don't need mouse space for that. But what we are going to be doing is we're going to be seeing how this board works out. It does look like a little bit hodgepodge, because that's because every single switch on there is a Frankenswitch. So I guess a little bit of context for that is Jade originally we were gonna get cotton candy switches because they're light tactiles with a nice spring. They were sold out when we wanted them, so I got the devoted tactiles, which is actually where the pink stem is from. The blue housings were from the the blue housing is from the Devoted Tactile. The pink stem is from the Devoted Tactile, so that's what it looked like. We then saw the cotton candies came back in stock, and instead of going, nah, it's fine, you spent all this time working on these switches for me, we'll just go with that. She was like, oh, well, you know, go for it. So go for it we did. But she didn't like the colors as much. So this blue stem in this pink housing was then put in the blue housings. And now we have Frankenswitch Devoted Tactile cotton candies. Love candies. Had some Gateron Phantom Browns from the innards of a board that I was working on as a commission, because in order to get the white base, we needed to buy the pre-built, and Gateron Browns was just what was in there. So took those out. I'd broken a couple of housings when we were doing the switch changing, so I kind of just put the spare stems in. So you've got a really weird mix. You've got like Devoted House with Phantom Brown stem and Phantom Brown bottom. You've got Cotton Candy base with Phantom Brown top and Devoted stem with Cotton Candy spring. You've got these are Zaku housings with Devoted Tactile. I actually pointed at the wrong one because I was looking at it on camera, but this is still a Cotton Candy, whereas these are Zaku housings, these white ones. So arrow key, shift, backspace, and enter are Zaku housings with Devoted Tactile. I really do wish I could color correct this. I've done my best with color correction. I actually changed it recently so it wasn't as warm, and tried to take out some of the green, but unfortunately, as you can kind of see, my camera still insists on putting green colors on things. It's a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna quickly grab a switch puller, because it wouldn't be an Elixir stream if I didn't get up because I'm an idiot and forgot to get what I needed. Boy, this sounds interesting. I shouldn't get it. It is like, it is a very strange hobby, but it is really fun. I am the resident keyboard expert at work. So I'm in charge of speccing out all the new keyboards for work, which is very cool. The irony, go on, enlighten me. I don't know how I want to do this. I don't know if I'm just going to have... Ooh, that was a scraping sound that I did not want. I have a lab for uni to describe a keyboard. Actually, you know what? Just because I am conscious of the possibility of scratching the most important piece. We'll do this. The lights are actually... Whoa, let's not knock the light over. I'm not on camera today, which, I mean, it was blatantly obvious if you just so much that looked at the stream, but that's because my camera is an overhead camera now, my main camera, but I'm using an Elgato Flex arm, so hopefully... Bloody thing keeps falling over. Hopefully that's some slightly better lighting. It's not really, so move more central. I don't know. Just put that there. Yeah, so later on when I'm playing Knockout City, that will move back over to where it usually is. But now that we've got the flex arm, I was hoping it would be a little bit less wobbly, but as you can still kind of see, there's a bit of wobble just because my desk is just criminally wobbly and I can't fix it until we go to, till we move out. So at the very least, you will get nicer overhead camera footage, providing it, you know, focuses. It really would be nice if it focused. I feel like it really defeats the purpose. Like, it wants the focus distance to be here. I want like all of my cameras to be like propped up. All right, what if I just... If we take the mode carrying case. Does that put you perfectly in focus? No, that would be far too simple. That would be consistency, and we don't do that here. So since you just joined Vivitch, I think you might have just missed the sound test. That's fine, you'll be able to hear what the new board sounds like, and I will go back and clip sound test, because what I'm going to be working on a video at some point, not sure when, where I put together just sound tests of every single board I've worked on in like the last 12 months. So these will be on it. It might be, I don't know when I'll do it, because I might just make more smaller short form content. Right now I'm editing highlights, so if you know, just want more stupid Elixir content. Recently, over on my YouTube, put together June and July highlights. It's a 10-minute vid, slightly longer than the other highlight videos, but it's part of a playlist where you can see all of the highlights from the various months. Posture check. All right, well, I'll get myself nice and sat up straight. I realize it's hard to verify that, but I would have to really bend my posture to prove it. Hello. Oh, you know what? I forgot to also show off Jade's new board. So this board right here, this Mode 65, is actually Jade's, which is why it's got all these Frankenswitches. It's got a Zaku housing devoted to Tactile up there, and then it's got all of these Frankenswitches that took multiple days to make in everything. The cherry picked as well. The ones that are in here are like in this board are the runt of the litter, and even then these are the better of the runt of the litter. And these Frankenswitches really were just put together for the sake of me not wasting them, but they're not like... I didn't put nearly as much effort into them. The stems were already lubed, so you know, that was fine. I lubed the bottom housing, and I don't even think I lubed the spring, so I might hate this typing experience, and I may end up, you know, taking it apart in future, which is another stream. Hashtag easy content. But yeah, just generally now, this is what my just chatting streams will be in future, pretty much. So a Frankenswitch is basically Frankensteining. So a switch is comprised of... I don't have my nutcracker in here, but a switch is comprised of a... The hell is this music? All right. I should have picked a lighter switch. I don't have a darker colored switch on me. That's the same color. Is this any better? No, all right, I'm gonna go get a black switch. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, keep it down. Forward. All right, learning time. Yeah, so Frankenswitches are a giant waste of time, and I would not recommend them to anyone. However, they are also kind of fun, and I can also understand why tofu types have spent a billion years Frankenswitching. All right, well, now that I have a hand, are we gonna focus? We're gonna focus? We are not going to focus. I appreciate. All right, so I guess we're focusing here. So, switches are designed with 4 parts, I guess. So we've got, you see this blue bit? That is the bottom housing. The black bit, top housing. The gray, that is the stem. And inside there is a spring. I can't be bothered to break this one open, so just trust me on that. That's the reason that it returns, because it has a spring in it. So how this works is, there's many ways to like have the combinations, but this right here is an eclair, which is basically a Zaku pie, which is a long pole version of a black cherry pie, which uses black cherry top, which is made of nylon, I think, JWK bottom, which in this case was the devoted Tactile, then a Zaku stem, or I think the original recipe is a kale stem, but we used the Zaku one for the long pole, and because it's very, very smooth. And then the spring, I think is a Zaku spring as well. So that's how you make a Frankenstein switch or Frankenswitch, by basically combining the parts of different switches to make a super switch. Usually though, people don't do it for more than, like, I made 10 of these just to put in space bars. There are some people that have made entire boards out of it, but it's just so expensive. Like, this is a Frankenswitch of 3 switches, so you have to buy 3 switches just to make 1, and it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. This is made of 2 different switches, and it still took forever. Same with these, because broke them apart, lubed them all, had to break them apart again, put new stems in them. And then I had all of these carcasses, so I was like, oh, I might as well put these carcasses to good use instead of just leaving pieces around. And that's why I have those. So Frankenswitching can get you a super, super nice, really unique switch, but the downside is it requires the body parts of other switches. It's why some people actually literally just sell kale stems. Like, they don't use the housings because people don't care about the housings. Like, oh, here's some stems, or here's some top housings from, you know, I was making Frankenswitches and I've just got stems or housings that I don't need, so you can have them. Might need to, oh, this is fully zoomed out. That is the only thing about this is like, it's better quality. It's better quality, but at the same time, it's for a price that isn't reasonable. The original black cherry pie recipe is cherry top, JWK bottom, and kale stem. And I think a kale switch is like 80p a switch. The cherries are like, you know, 60, 70p a switch. Actually, no, I think they're like closer to 50p a switch. And then you've got the JWK, like, people usually use alpacas, and those are like 80p a switch. So what, you're paying like £2 a switch? It just makes the price of your board shoot up dramatically just from choosing to Frankenswitch your board. And even then, it's not always a nicer sound. Like, you're putting in a lot of work for something that might just be marginally better. So sometimes it's nice for like accent keys, like your escape key or your spacebar. I actually cannot get this to, there we go. Like, this board, ugh. Because the lighting's so direct now, it's actually harder to see this board. So on this board, this escape key and the spacebar are separate. So if I quickly, I'm just getting so distracted. I like teaching. Let's shut off the music for a sec. And I'm talking into the back of the mic now, but so spacebar sounds juicy, but like this is what that's what the 1, 2, 3 sound like next to it. So that's just kind of an example of like how much nicer the eclair / black cherry pie sounds. The eclair is like a custom version of the like I guess slightly more custom version that we did. People don't really do Zaku pies, mostly because Zakus are hard to come by. And eclair is a funnier name than a Zaku pie. But yeah, that's, I would love to build my entire board out of those, but yeah, it would just be ridiculously expensive. So instead, I looked hard and long for a Switch that I was happy with. Yes, unfortunately, Jade's board will pretty much not see the light of day anymore after this. Until September, when the keycaps that we ordered actually arrive. It's very depressing. But yeah, it's mostly because she's not interested in using the keycap. She wants to have her experience be like the final build the full time, so she doesn't, because she knows she doesn't like SA keycaps and she doesn't like the blue. I quite like these blues personally, but Jade's very particular about her blues. She didn't want her experience to be marred by temporary keycaps, and she doesn't want to ruin like the special feeling, so that's why I'm moving these over to here, because I've been using her keyboard. Don't build a Frankenstein, exactly. Or if you do, know that you should only do it in a limited quantity. Like, honestly, I've been ruined now. If I ever ran out of eclairs, I would probably end up having to make a black cherry pie. I probably won't use kale stems because I hate kale stems. They're too scratchy. But I've still got Zakus. I think I've got like 20 Zakus from Marcus still, and unless he needs the Zakus again, I will probably turn all of them into eclairs. So that way, when I'm building boards, for other people, now that I do commissions, I can put in a Zaku pie. Let's finish out that top row. SA keycaps are too tall, I can't do more than two at a go. But yeah, YouTube is something that I want to be doing more often now. Hopefully with some more keyboard stuff, but also it's not really spoilers, it's more of a teaser, I guess. I plan on doing some... I think my first edited content that's not catching up on highlight reels is going to be a Pokemon video. Competitive Pokemon. A cheeky little, not, I guess it's challenge videos, because challenge video is kind of what everyone does, but it's not going to be a Nuzlocke or anything like that. This one, something that I got to work on with another YouTuber. And I've just been sitting on the content for ages because I didn't want to start editing anything before I switched PCs. And now obviously I'm on the new rig. I'm learning DaVinci. That's why I'm editing all of the stuff to catch over. And yeah, it'll be a little bit of a cross-content creator thing. And hopefully you get to see me. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to stream the footage. I'm going to stream the footage, and if you want to be part of that, pretty much, if you ever see exclamation mark hi, well, actually, I don't know. Someone type in exclamation mark hi YT. I don't know if that command, if I've enabled that command yet. All right, it is not working. Cool. I will be getting that sorted out another day. I don't have a board plugged in. I should have left the board plugged in. I'm gonna see if I just haven't enabled it or if I haven't programmed it yet. Ooh, that's not good for the cable. Ooh, that's not good for the marble. Yeah, pretty much what my plan is if you ever see hi YT, or maybe even hi YouTube, I'm not sure. Then during the stream, I'm recording content for YouTube, because I want to turn more of my streams into actual like YouTube things. Chat commands, custom commands. No, I don't think I've programmed it yet. No programming it at the time. Yeah, so if you ever see that, then I'm actually, the footage is there, and I usually have chat on, obviously, in all of my streams. So you will get to come in, say hi YouTube, and it'll show up in the video more than likely. So more reason to come swing by the YouTube, see if you made it into a video, if you show up in chat. All right, and now the final. Ugh. Why is that not going on properly? Why? You do not. What the hell? What's going on here? Why are you? I'm so confused as to why this is not going on straight. Is it upside down? That is so weird. Why are you not going? I'm so confused. Oh, maybe is the spacebar in the wrong slot? Surely not, because the other slot's for 7U. Oh, do I not have a key switch puller in here? A nude keyboard. Truly a sight. Only the finest nude keyboards. Like, what's going on with you? Why are you misbehaving? I could have sworn this one was for 7U, so yeah, this just does not look correct. Like, that's just way off to the side. Like, why are you just refusing to cooperate? Yeah, okay. So that's equidistant now. Like, we can see that that is equidistant. Oh, I say we. I can see that that's equidistant. I don't understand why this... It's just not... I'm so confused. I have to Google because I'm so confused. You know what? First, we will put away this board so we get a little bit more space. Yeah, I don't know why spacebar no function. Everything else fits so normally. Why is this? I mean, it looks nice. Like, we can all agree that kind of nice. Oh, the spacebar just not work. It just doesn't work. That it feels awful. Essay profile spacebar. Not okay. Interesting. Supposedly, the issue is that an SA spacebar can be 99 millimeters instead of 100, so it's stopping it from fitting. That's so cringe. So is it just, it's just not fitting? It looks so accurate. Why would that not work? Oh? Wait, no. No, it just refuses. It just... That's so ass. Alright. I can't believe I've never had this problem before. Because it's not the switch's fault, it is literally just the stabilizers. And these stabilizers are pretty much as far over as they can go. Does a normal spacebar work? Set. Alright, we're gonna see if this works. You know, we'll even do normal orientation. Oh no, I think it's just... I think this stabilizer is just wobbly. Cause it like... On that side it starts dipping. And then if I tap it down, it starts dipping. And if I squish it on both sides, it starts dipping. I mean, that's even. Yeah, it just goes off center. I don't know if I just need to take this entire board apart, which I don't have time for today. Or if I... Yeah, I really don't know. I hate taking spacebars off. That's so annoying. I can't believe I've never had this problem on Jade's board. Like, this seems like something that we should have noticed and flipped out about. Like... That's so crazy. If we line those up. Hydrate, you got it. Proof. Bottled water. Bottled joy. Alright, yeah, so if we look at these... They are fractionally different, it feels like. Like, am I just like capping? But that looks slightly off, doesn't it? I don't have like calipers or anything to test it, but that does look like it's ever so slightly off. That's crazy. I can't believe I've never had this problem before. What happens if I do upside down spacebar, the superior spacebar? You think you're gonna head out? Okay, that's fair enough. I'm actually gonna be playing Knockout City in a little bit. So hopefully if you're around then, I'll be playing until 8, so if you are looking for some dodge brawl action, I might see you later in the stream. Otherwise, have a nice night. Well, it does seem to be working. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully I'll see you around in content. Ugh, it's so depressing. I wonder if that's also what was happening with the enter key on the... Whilst I look... Yeah, I really don't know how to... Oh, this is why I need my coil cable to arrive. Ow. Interesting. Supposedly you can fix it with Scotch tape. Yeah, I don't know if putting tape on mine is the problem. I feel like it's just misaligned. Alright, that was the same thread. What Nikki, spacebar doesn't fit in the stabilizers properly. These don't look like SA profile, these seem fine. Yep, it looks like everywhere is suggesting tape, so we're gonna try taping it. Yeah, because like some people are saying that their spacebar slips off, which I guess technically mine is doing. Alright, I'm gonna try cutting a minuscule piece of tape. Mi sa the taping. I'm glad I actually have stickers in here, otherwise... Stickers? Scissors in here, otherwise I would be just kind of annoyed. More so than I already am. Like, the sizes that people were cutting were ridiculously small as well. Oh, these scissors not sharp anymore? Sharp, TM. Never sharp, they just managed to cut very thin things. I'm sorry, this is such a great viewing experience. I'm sure you can really see the tiny... I don't know if this is too thin. I'd say, but I don't want to do too much. Alright, so I've got this tiny speck. You can't even see it really. Yeah, tiny sheet. And I've stuck it to myself. I almost need to use like a pick. Alright, supposedly this is going to be the magical trick that fixes it. Don't really understand. I mean, I guess I kind of understand, but I didn't think they were lining up at all. So I don't see how putting effectively a film... I've cut that too thin. I don't see how putting an extra film is really going to help, but... I'm the one with the not working spacebar, and other people are the ones with the working spacebars, so what do I know? I don't know if Scotch tape is like thicker than regular sellotape. I would love to be pleasantly surprised. I am pleasantly surprised. I cannot believe that works. That is insane. Thank you, Reddit. Thank you, Reddit. I cannot believe that worked. I cannot believe that works. All right. We now have sound test time. We have a sound test, and then when we hate this, we do a sound test of Jade's board. I think I have a recording of Jade's board already, but just in case I don't, I'll stream it. Oh, you know, I should do this without unplugging it first. Let me get my music paused. Yeah, my mic was definitely turned up way louder than it normally was, so I apologize for that. Obviously, I guess I turned it up specifically for keyboard stuff. But yeah, that's a bunch of boards. This is Jade's current new board. Yeah. It's possible, Jade suggested, that these keycaps would look better on this Keychron Q2. So maybe in future, these once again get shuffled. I actually really like how these have turned out. This board has turned out. Very, very thocky. As cursed as that is to say out loud now. Really, it just depends on what happens with her mode 65. We'll be getting keycaps on that in September. And then that will become her main board, and then she'll figure out what she wants to do. Wants to do with her secondary keyboard, whether it ends up back in here and we try and turn this into a full blue build. There's plenty of opportunity to go crazy with this, but this will be potentially my new work daily driver now that my mum is taking back. Well, taking possession of my current CU65. But yeah, this was a little bit fun. What we're going to do in the meantime, though, is get ready for some Knockout City, a big change of pace. Yeah, so I'll be back in a minute.